Gracious God, we come before you today with grateful hearts to celebrate the accomplishments of these students and to reflect upon the journey that has brought them to this moment. I pray that as reflection occurs, the minds of students and supporters alike will be flooded with memories of the time spent to make this day a reality, and that thanksgiving would be given. And as we have gathered to celebrate achievement obtained at the crossroads of knowledge and hard work, I pray for a collective hunger amongst this group of graduates to continue as lifelong learners in their field, and those pray that they would use that knowledge to love and serve their fellow man. Father, I pray also that in the future journey for each student, that they would heed your wisdom and guidance as they go forward to accomplish all that you have set before them. I pray this in Jesus' name. Amen. You may be seated.
Good afternoon. As president of Southeastern Oklahoma State University, and on behalf of the spring graduating class of 2018, the faculty, staff, students, and alumni, I would like to welcome you to commencement exercises. To the graduates, it's a pleasure for me, along with the rest of the Southeastern community, to be able to participate in this traditional ceremony, which marks the beginning of your life as a professional and the point in your life where every conceivable opportunity is open to you. We are honored to be part of this memorable and meaningful occasion. I want to recognize the Southeastern Symphonic Winds under the direction of Dr. Michael Sherman and the Southeastern Chorale under the direction of Dr. Joshua Nanestad and student conductor Allie Thomas for providing the music for today's ceremony. I will now introduce today's platform guests and ask that they stand as they're introduced. Please hold your applause until all the platform guests have been introduced. Mr. Mike Davis, Director of Compliance and Safety. Ms. Christy Luke, Associate Dean of Academic Records and Registrar. Dr. Tim Boatman, Dean of the Graduate School, E-Programming and Academic Support. Mr. Dennis Westman, Vice President for Business Affairs. Ms. Marty Phillips, Assistant Vice President for Business Affairs. Mr. Will Payne, President of the Southeastern Alumni Association. Mr. Trey Hedrick, Director of Baptist Collegiate Ministries. Ms. Liz McCraw, Vice President for Student Affairs. Dr. Kyle Stafford, Vice President for University Advancement. Dr. Kitty Campbell, Professor of Business, Chair of the Management and Marketing Department, and the Interim Chair of Accounting and Finance. And Regent John Massey of the Oklahoma State Regents for Higher Education. Please join me in recognizing all of these distinguished individuals. We are saddened that our scheduled commencement speaker, Ms. Lisa Smalago, is unable to be with us today due to illness. We wish her a quick recovery, and she asks that I share her congratulations with each one of you all. Dr. Kitty Campbell, representing our faculty, will now introduce our honored graduates.
I would first like to recognize the men and women who are serving as student marshals. Our marshals are members of either Blue Key, a national leadership fraternity, or Cardinal Key, a national leadership sorority. We want to express our appreciation for the outstanding service Blue Key and Cardinal Key provide at commencement and many other campus functions. If the members of Blue Key and Cardinal Key will stand, let's please recognize them at this time. Gonfalons were carried in by the top graduates in their respective schools. Leading in the School of Education and Behavioral Sciences was Amanda Williams. Leading in the John Massey School of Business was Jessica Daniel. James Beard led the graduate school procession. Let's please recognize them at this time. We are gathered here today to celebrate the academic achievements of every one of our graduates. There are a few, however, whose special achievements deserve recognition. On behalf of the faculty, I would now like to recognize these outstanding students. The first of several groups that we will recognize are the graduates who are members of the National Honor Society, Alpha Chi. Students from all majors are eligible for membership in this university-wide honor society. In order to qualify, the members of Alpha Chi had to be ranked in the top 10% of their junior or senior class while maintaining at least a 3.65 grade point average. Alpha Chi members can be recognized by the white stole each is wearing. Will all Alpha Chi members please stand and be recognized? The next group is the Spring Honors Program graduates. The Southeastern Honors Program has a long and honorable tradition that goes back to 1978 when David L. Parsons, a 1928 Southeastern alumnus, endowed the Parsons Scholars Scholarship. Southeastern's Honors Program is committed to the ongoing growth and development of a culturally diverse and academically talented group of honors students. It is with great pleasure that I announce the students who have fulfilled the rigorous course of study that qualifies them to be recognized as Honors Programs graduates for Spring 2018. Please stand when I call your name. Alyssa Benson, Occupational Safety and Health major from Edmond, Oklahoma. Samantha Fodry, a marketing major from Colgate, Oklahoma. Suzanne Schaefer, psychology major from Pearland, Texas. Courtney Jackson, elementary education major from Marietta, Texas. Aaron McWhirter, aviation professional pilot major from Tioga, Texas. And Trevor Proctor, a management major from Louisville, Texas. Please help me congratulate these fine honors program graduates. Okay. I will now introduce the Spring 2018 honor graduates. Honor graduate status is awarded to undergraduate students earning a final grade point average of 3.7 or higher in all of their classes. We will recognize 3 groups of these honor graduates. The first are students graduating cum laude or with honors. These students have achieved a 3.7 to 3.79 cumulative GPA. As I call your name, please stand and remain standing until all cum laude graduates have been named. We ask that you please hold your applause until all have been announced. Taylor Barrick, psychology major from Duncan, Oklahoma. Rebecca Nicole Braden, an elementary education major from Sherman, Texas. Cannon Price Davis, an occupational safety and health major from Moore, Oklahoma. Natalie Hamilton, aviation management safety major from Holdenville, Oklahoma. Cody Daniel Keaton, an occupational safety and health major from Tishomingo, Oklahoma. Abby Danielle Purcell, a health and physical education major from Bennington, Oklahoma. Riggin Russell Rogers, general business major from Calera, Oklahoma. Macy Leanne Smith, elementary education early childhood from Findlay, Oklahoma. Megan Adele Tharp, elementary education major from Durant, Oklahoma. Corey Blaine Waller, a management major from Pottsboro, Texas. And Lindsay Michelle Wilson, an elementary education major from Hugo, Oklahoma. The next group is graduating magna cum laude or with high honors. These students have achieved a 3.8 to 3.89 cumulative GPA. Again, please stand as your name is called and remain standing until all in this group have been named. Please hold your applause until everyone is standing. J.C. Ann Gray, early intervention and childhood development major from Stroud, Oklahoma. Rachel Kaylin Carlisle, an accounting major from Hugo, Oklahoma. Carly Dawn Dunkel, an elementary education major from Savoy, Texas. Paul Espy, aviation management maintenance major from Yukon, Oklahoma. Kirsten Nicole Fairchilds, an elementary education major from Eufaula, Oklahoma. Samantha Ray Fodry, a marketing major from Colgate, Oklahoma. Amber Ray Gillespie, a management major from Ardmore, Oklahoma. Joseph Carl Hammer, aviation professional pilot major from Sulphur Springs, Texas. Courtney Renee Jackson, an elementary education major from Marietta, Oklahoma. Maria Paula Martinez, a management major from San Cristobal. Tanner David McKee, a management major from Soper, Oklahoma. Jaden Nicole Wills, a general business major from Kiowa, Oklahoma. And Alexis Braylon Wright, psychology major from Lone Grove, Oklahoma. The final and most exclusive category of the honors graduates to be recognized is those graduating summa cum laude, or with highest honors. These students have achieved a 3.9 to 4.0 cumulative GPA. This afternoon, we are recognizing the following summa cum laude graduates. Please stand when I call your name, and please again hold your applause until all are standing. Alyssa Beth Benson, occupational safety and health major from Edmond, Oklahoma. Brittany Elliott, a criminal justice major from Douglasville, Georgia. Jessica Taylor Daniel, an accounting major from Coleman, Oklahoma. Jennifer Nicole Fortson, an accounting major from Hugo, Oklahoma. Trevor Lawrence Proctor, management major from Louisville, Texas. Jared Heath Robinson, management major from Cartwright, Oklahoma. Madison Lane Stanglin, an elementary education major from Hendricks, Oklahoma. Kayla Marie Story, finance major from Durant, Oklahoma. Catherine Grace Webb, a marketing major from Melissa, Texas. And Amanda Lynn Williams, an elementary education major from Blanco, Oklahoma. As a university, we are honored and fortunate to be surrounded by students of this caliber. You should all be commended for your hard work and dedication to your university, your family, and most importantly, your future. Thank you.
This commencement ceremony is particularly significant at Southeastern Oklahoma State University when you consider that 57% of our graduates today are first-generation college graduates, the first in their families to receive a college degree. A college degree changes lives, but it also changes generations of lives. The course of a family and a community are forever impacted in a positive way. Doors are opened, and the impossible becomes possible. We are very proud to be a significant part of this life-changing experience. This graduating class has a local, regional, state, national, and even international flavor. Today's class includes students from 16 states across the United States and 13 countries. In addition to our home state graduates, we have graduates from as near as Texas and Arkansas and in countries as far away as China and Australia. The diversity of this class is representative of the global community in which we all live. We must learn to better understand our neighbors across the globe, their cultures, their challenges, and their dreams. The world is a much smaller place than it was even a decade ago, and your experiences here at Southeastern have prepared you to be successful moving forward. Commencement is indeed an event that these individuals and the entire graduating class of 2008 will always remember and cherish. To our graduates, graduating from this university is a tremendous honor, but remember, no one can accomplish this goal alone. Let's take this opportunity to thank your parents, spouses, relatives, and friends, all of whom have played important roles in assisting you to reach this goal in life and have helped to make today's celebration even more special. I would like to ask all the parents, relatives, spouses, and friends of today's graduates to please stand as the class of 2008 joins me in expressing appreciation for all your support. Graduates, it's your turn now. Pay it forward. Support the next generation of your family as they pursue their educational goals. Support them as you have been supported. I would like to ask everyone to join me in expressing appreciation to our outstanding faculty members for their dedication and commitment to our students and to Southeastern Oklahoma State University. Their goal was to help you succeed. The university's mission is clear. It's to help students reach their highest potential and to promote the values of career preparation, responsible citizenship, and lifelong learning. Your degree from Southeastern has taught you to think critically, to see the complicated challenges ahead of you, and most importantly, find solutions. Today is especially meaningful to me. Today, I will see the first class of students that I knew as freshmen graduate. I've watched these students find their voices, meet their goals, succeed, fail, grow, and succeed again. I have witnessed firsthand the power of your education. A college education is transformative, and it's an honor and privilege to be part of that. This is a singular moment in time, the end of years of hard work, sacrifice, and dedication. It is a time to be celebrated. It is a time to reflect on how far you've come and what you've accomplished. It's also a time of great change. You may be starting a new job, moving to a new place, or beginning your life with somebody else. You are starting on a completely new path, and that is exciting and challenging at the same time. You are completely in charge of what comes next. And I would share this with you as a first step of continuous cycle of changes that will be both exciting and challenging. You can do this. You are ready. I had no idea, sitting in my graduation ceremony, that I would someday serve as an Oklahoma State Senator or that I would be conferring degrees as a college president. What I did know was that watching for opportunities and taking advantage of those opportunities would be important. I also knew that building relationships would be important as well. On a car ride in Washington, D.C., with then U.S. Senator David Bourne, he suggested that I might someday should run for the state Senate. He planted a seed that became an idea and then became my reality and helped me realize that my life is about public service. Today, as a college president, I'm able to continue that service in a very meaningful way, and I appreciate that. Pay attention to the opportunities that you are presented with, and then constantly and intentionally grow personal relationships. Your college education has prepared you to adapt, to think, and to understand your motivation. I challenge you to stay true to yourself. So now, as you set out on your new path, know that you have a network of people, including parents, friends, and professors who are cheering for you and supporting you. Know that you have tools to build the future you want and the future you deserve. Dr. Kitty Campbell, representing the faculty, will now come to the podium for the purpose of presenting the candidates for bachelor's degrees in social and education and behavioral sciences.
Will the candidates for bachelor's degrees in the School of Education and Behavioral Sciences please stand? President Burridge, these students have completed all the requirements for their respective degrees, and they are recommended by the faculty of the School of Education and Behavioral Sciences for the granting of degrees as listed in the program.
Consistent with the statutes of the state of Oklahoma, the rules and regulations of the Higher Learning Commission, the rules and regulations of the Oklahoma State Regents for Higher Education, and the Regional University System of Oklahoma Board of Regents, and by the authority vested in me by the Regents, it is my pleasure to confer on each of you the baccalaureate degree as printed in the program with the rights, ranks, privileges, and responsibilities such a degree carries among scholars. In testimony thereof, you may now come forward to receive your degree. I would now ask Dr. Camp to present the candidates for baccalaureate degrees in the John Massey School of Business.
Will the candidates for bachelor's degrees in the John Massey School of Business please stand? President Burridge, these students have completed all the requirements for their respective degrees, and they are recommended by the faculty of the John Massey School of Business for the granting of degrees as listed in the program.
Consistent with the statutes of the state of Oklahoma, the rules and regulations of the Higher Learning Commission, the rules and regulations of the Oklahoma State Regents for Higher Education, and the Regional University System of Oklahoma Board of Regents, and by the authority vested in me by the Regents, it is my pleasure to confer on each of you the baccalaureate degree as printed in the program with the rights, ranks, privileges, and responsibilities such a degree carries among scholars. In testimony thereof, you may now come forward to receive your degree.
Samantha Gaudry, magna cum laude. Evan Fincher. Devin Fox. Leah Giedro. Kaylee Mikkel Green. Eric Lee Hamilton. Joseph Cameron, magna cum laude. Stephen Harris. Laura Hernandez Cruz. Michael Hudson. Cameron Ron Jackson. Austin Roger Joynes. Alyssa Jones. Ariana Kemp. Jonathan Key. Justin Kurt. Colton Level. Jose Navarro. Joshua Lynn Manhattan. Amelia Hanley. Alan Mann. Brock Marble. Riker Patton Marcy. Megan Aubrey Marshall. Chance Martin. Kevin Joel Martinez. Maria Martinez, magna cum laude. John Jacob Payson. Tanner McCain.
Tanner McKee, magna cum laude. Aaron McCormick. Sarah Elizabeth. Matthew Dillon. Maria Guadalupe Moreno. Natalie Rose Moreno. Alyssa Hope Morris. Max Lee Mauser. Cole Nance. Ty Neely. Jonathan Houston. Christina Nix. Erica Nolan. Jason Nutt. Stacy Nutt. Bryant. Andrew White. Jameer Perkins. Wesley Merriman. Dylan Vaughn Hamilton. Trevor Proctor, summa cum laude. Cassidy Raspberry. Regan Rogers, cum laude. Alessandra Reyes. Stephanie Sanchez.
Peyton Scheidman. Blake Scott. Haley Self. Peyton Lane Shepherd. Jacob Scheiber. Austin Shores.
Connor Short. Sarah Simpson. Hannah Spencer. Kayla Story, summa cum laude. Jeremy Stout. Shelby Lynn Tapper. Jeffrey Logan Teague. Lexi Kenna Furman. Martin Cahill Jr. Skylar Burton. Corey Waller, cum laude. Jill Weaver. Catherine Webb, summa cum laude. Talon Tate Wilkerson. Jaden Wills, magna cum laude. John Wood. Jasmine Williams. Emily Williams. Xiaolei Chong.
Dr. Tim Boatman, Dean of the Graduate School, will now present the candidates for master's degrees.
Will the candidates for master's degrees please stand? President Burridge, these students have completed all the requirements for their respective degrees, and they are recommended by the graduate faculty for the granting of degrees and academic hooding as listed in the program.
Consistent with the statutes of the state of Oklahoma, the rules and regulations of the Higher Learning Commission, the rules and regulations of the Oklahoma State Regents for Higher Education and the Regional University System of Oklahoma Board of Regents, and by the authority vested in me by the Regents, it is my pleasure to confer on each of you the master's degree as printed in the program with all the rights, ranks, privileges, and responsibilities such a degree carries among scholars. In testimony thereof, you may now come forward and receive your degree and academic hood.
James Beard. Carl Albers. William Day. Darius Hodge. Jermaine Black. Tabitha Ford. Jacoby Lynn Bradley. Mandy Dixon. Haley Claire Evans. Randall Paul Gracie. Michael Hayden. Shelby Hill.
Rod Hubbard, Jr. Jose Gonzalez. Chris Allen Jacob. Sydney Craver. Lance Joseph Robert Lance. Christy Peavyhouse. Scott Reyes. Reagan Richardson.
Yes, actually.
You were in the photos. Wanted to be in photos. That's good PR.
Jesus Rosales.
Yes, sir.
Jeremy Rowland.
All I gotta do is
Pablo Sanchez. Carrie Shires. Miranda Sturman Hicks. Elizabeth Ann Sullivan. Corbin Taylor. Beverly Welch. Jared Allen Williams. Margot Wood. Brittany Muller.
great job. Look at her. Well done. I can't.
Sandy Walker. Christy Young.
I am very pleased to introduce the President of Southeastern's Alumni Association, Mr. Will Payne, to present the alumni charge. Please join me in welcoming him to the podium.
Thank you, Mr. President. It's time to turn it on. For the past 4, 5, 6, 20 years, you've worked hard for this achievement. We present this pin, and that means it's time to turn it on. As president of Southeastern Oklahoma State University Alumni Association, it is my privilege and pleasure to officially induct each of you as a member of the Southeastern Oklahoma State University Alumni Association. We welcome you, and we believe these next few years, you will definitely achieve that success ahead of you. A moment ago, the board of members from the Alumni Association pinned you with that brand new pin, starting your new journey as official alumni members. So wherever you go, we charge you to wear that Southeastern pin because you have persevered, met the challenges, and now will be welcomed home here forever. As of today, you have all the rights and privileges and duties as an alumni, which means you are to A, stay connected with your fellow graduates, 2, tell everyone about the great experiences you've had here at Southeastern, and 3, be an advocate for hiring graduates, recruiting students, and having pride in our school. So now it's time to turn it on and turn it up. Are you ready? Now say it with me together. We're going to say go Southeastern. Are you ready? Say it with me together. Go Southeastern!
Thank you, Will. To close our ceremony, please stand and join the Southeastern Chorale as we sing our alma mater, the lyrics of which can be found in your program. Please remain standing until the recessional is complete.